What if your garden could replant itself every single year without you doing a thing? Welcome back to Cultivel. Today I am sharing 10 self-seeding plants that colonize, spread, and return thicker and more beautiful every year on their own terms. And the history behind some of these plants is going to genuinely stop you. One of them was found in ancient Egyptian tombs. One of them reduced cold incidence by 35% in clinical trials. And the last plant on this list does something underground that no other plant here can do. Stay with me all the way through. Let's go. Plant number 1, Black-Eyed Susan, Rudbeckia hirta. This is the gold standard of self-seeding garden plants. Hardy in zones 3 through 9, those iconic golden petals around deep chocolate centers are one of the most recognizable wildflower sites in North America. And beneath that familiar beauty is an ecological powerhouse. Research from Midwest University Extension programs has documented that Black-Eyed Susan supports over 40 species of native bees. 40 from one plant. The Cherokee recognized its potency centuries ago, using root infusions to treat colds and earaches, and here is the return on your investment. A single plant drops thousands of seeds per season and returns thicker and more abundant every year. You plant it once, it plants itself forever. Pro tip: resist the urge to deadhead in late autumn. Leaving those spent flower heads standing provides vital winter forage for birds and allows the seeds to undergo the natural cold stratification they need to germinate next spring. The most valuable thing you can do for Black-Eyed Susan is nothing. Just leave it alone. Plant number 2, Purple Coneflower, Echinacea purpurea. Echinacea is one of the very few garden plants that successfully crossed from ancient tribal medicine into a scientifically validated global phenomenon. The Lakota, Cheyenne, and Comanche tribes used it extensively for toothaches, infections, and wound treatment, long before it became a modern pharmacy staple. Hardy in zones 3 through 9, it is a titan of the pollinator garden, drawing bees, butterflies, and goldfinches across a bloom season that runs from midsummer through fall. The clinical endorsement is striking. Researchers at the University of Cologne documented a 35% reduction in cold incidence during trials. A 35% reduction. That is not marketing. That is peer-reviewed data from a plant you can grow in your backyard. Pro tip: once your Echinacea patch is established, watch for new seedlings within 18 inches of the parent plant in early spring. These are free plants, already cold stratified and ready to grow. Move them while they are small to fill other areas of your yard, and your single investment multiplies across the entire garden without any additional cost. Plant number 3, Columbine, Aquilegia spp. Columbine has a prestigious American pedigree. Thomas Jefferson famously grew it in his flower beds at Monticello. Hardy in zones 3 through 9, those uniquely spurred flowers in layered combinations of blue, purple, pink, red, yellow, and white are architecturally unlike any other bloom in the garden, and they are designed specifically to attract hummingbirds and hawk moths. But here is what makes Columbine genuinely extraordinary as a self-seeder. Because these plants cross-pollinate naturally, the seedlings that emerge next year may be entirely different colors from their parents. Your garden generates its own original, off-catalog color combinations that no nursery sells. It evolves on its own terms, year after year, into something increasingly one-of-a-kind. Pro tip: wait until the papery seed pods dry completely on the stalk development, usually in July or August. Then simply shake the stalks to help the seeds scatter exactly where you want next year's plants to grow. No sowing, no propagating, no transplanting. The plant does the work for you. Plant number 4, Foxglove, Digitalis purpurea. In 1785, a physician named William Withering published landmark research on the compounds in this plant that laid the foundation for modern cardiac medicine. Digitalis, derived from foxglove, is still used today to treat congestive heart failure. You are looking at a plant that has been saving lives for over 200 years. Hardy in zones 4 through 9, those towering 4 to 6 foot spikes of tubular flowers in deep purple, pink, white, and cream create the most dramatic vertical accent available in a shade or cottage garden. Bumblebees, whose body length is perfectly matched to the interior of those tubular flowers, depend on foxglove as a specialized pollination habitat. Pro tip: June is the ideal planting window for young foxglove seedlings. They spend their first year forming a low rosette of leaves at ground level, which overwinters and then produces that magnificent bloom spike the following summer. The seeds are extremely fine, so mix them with dry sand before sowing to achieve even distribution. Always handle with gloves. Every part of this plant carries high toxicity. Position it away from children and pets.
Plant number 5, hollyhock, Alsia rosea. Hollyhock has defined the English cottage garden for over 500 years. It appears in the paintings of Monet and Constable. Early American settlers brought it across the Atlantic, not just for its towering beauty, but for its documented medicinal value. The mucilaginous polysaccharides in the plant have a proven anti-inflammatory effect on mucous membranes, which explains its traditional use for soothing sore throats and respiratory inflammation. Hardy in zones 3 through 9, those tall spikes of single and double blooms in pink, red, white, burgundy, and near black create a vertical presence that few other garden plants can match. Once established, it self-seeds so reliably it becomes a permanent feature of the landscape. Pro tip: to prevent hollyhock rust, a common leaf fungus that is mostly cosmetic but can look alarming, plant in full sun with excellent air circulation between plants. The disease will not stop the blooming or the self-seeding. Plant first-year rosettes in June so they overwinter successfully and deliver that full, dramatic bloom spike the following May and June.
Plant number 6, verbena, Verbena bonariensis. Legendary garden designer Pete Udolph built some of the world's most celebrated landscapes with this plant. The reason is its extraordinary see-through quality. Those pencil-thin stems and airy purple flower clusters allow you to plant it at the very front of a border without obscuring a single thing behind it. It creates depth, not obstruction. Hardy in zones 7 through 11 and treated as a self-seeding annual in zones 5 and 6, UK pollinator monitoring studies rank it among the top 3 plants for butterfly attraction, outperforming nearly every other common garden variety in side-by-side trials. Pro tip: do not deadhead. The wiry seed heads are beautiful when caught in winter frost, and they release seeds that return reliably every spring. In colder zones, that self-seeding is your guarantee of continuity. The plant replants itself from seed, even where it cannot overwinter as a perennial. Plant number 7, feverfew, Tanacetum parthenium. Feverfew has a medicinal history stretching back to ancient Greece, and its most significant modern endorsement came from The Lancet, one of the most respected medical journals in the world, which published research confirming that the compound parthenolide in feverfew significantly reduces both the frequency and severity of migraines. Hardy in zones 5 through 9, those cheerful white daisy-like flowers with bright yellow centers bloom prolifically through summer, self-seeding to create a thick, reliable carpet year after year. And the foliage carries a distinctive aroma that serves a very practical defensive purpose in the garden. Pro tip: the strong aromatic quality of feverfew foliage is a natural deterrent for deer and rabbits. Plant it along the perimeter of your garden to act as a scent barrier that protects more vulnerable plants behind it. A living, flowering, medicinal fence. Plant in June to allow establishment and potential first season blooming, with seeds dropping by late summer to ensure a thick return the following year.
Plant number 8, larkspur, Consolida agassiz. Dried larkspur was found in ancient Egyptian funeral garlands dating to 1,000 years before the Common Era. This is one of the oldest documented ornamental plants in human history. Hardy as a self-seeding annual across zones 2 through 11, those tall, densely packed spikes of royal blue, purple, pink, and white deliver a regal elegance in the cool season garden that almost nothing else can replicate. Larkspur is unique among the self-seeders on this list because it requires cold stratification. The seeds must endure a winter chill to germinate. June-planted parents drop their seeds in late summer. Those seeds sleep through the winter, and they emerge as a thick, spectacular carpet in spring. The cycle runs itself completely without intervention. Pro tip: never transplant larkspur. It resents root disturbance with extreme prejudice. Transplanting almost always results in failure. Direct sow the seeds exactly where you want them to grow and leave them there permanently. Let the plant decide where it wants to be in subsequent years. That surrender of control is what makes the larkspur colony so beautiful. It finds its own perfect spots.
Plant number 9, bronze fennel, Phoniculum vulgare purpureum. The name marathon, as in the famous Greek battle of 490 BCE, comes from marathos, the ancient Greek word for fennel. The battlefield where the Greeks defeated the Persians was literally a fennel field. And that same plant, in its bronze-leafed form, is one of the most ecologically extraordinary things you can put in a modern garden. Hardy in zones 4 through 9, surveys have recorded over 150 different insect species visiting bronze fennel flowers in a single season. 150! That feathery, copper-tinted foliage creates a soft, hazy backdrop that works beautifully with almost everything around it, while the plant functions as a living insect hotel. Pro tip: keep bronze fennel well away from dill in the vegetable garden. These two plants cross-pollinate readily, and the self-seeded offspring lose the distinctive flavor of both parents. Position bronze fennel in the ornamental border where it can do its full ecological work without culinary consequences.
Plant number 10, lupin, Lupinus polyphyllus. I saved this one for last because what it does is invisible, and it is the most generous thing any plant on this list offers to the garden around it. Lupins are nitrogen-fixing plants. Through their root systems, they pull nitrogen directly from the air and deposit it into the soil, actively improving the fertility of the ground for every surrounding plant. They are not just growing in your garden, they are feeding it. Hardy in zones 4 through 8, those dramatic, densely packed flower spikes in purple, pink, yellow, white, and bicolor caused a sensation at the 1937 Chelsea Flower Show and have never lost their visual impact. Planting in June is essential. Lupins need to establish deep root systems before winter to survive, and they prefer cool, moist climates with slightly acidic soil. Pro tip: use the scarification technique to dramatically speed up germination. Lightly rub the seeds with fine sandpaper before planting. This breaks down the tough outer seed coat and allows water to penetrate more quickly. Once established, leave the spent flower stalks to drop their seeds. The self-seeded offspring will continue the nitrogen-fixing legacy for years, quietly enriching your soil long after the parent plants are gone.
Here is the single most important thing to take away from today. You do not have to start all 10. Pick 2 or 3 that fit your zone, your light, your soil. Get them in the ground this June, leave the seed heads standing this autumn, and come back in 3 years and look at what your garden has done entirely on its own. You are not planting flowers. You are initiating a legacy. Drop in the comments which plant you are starting with. I genuinely want to know. Like the video if this changed how you think about what a garden can be, and subscribe to Cultivale for more content on building a landscape that works for you, not against you. I'll see you in the next one. Happy growing, everyone.